You know, sometimes when you're on keto, it can feel like you're missing out. So what we are doing today is we have set ourselves a challenge. Can we create a smooth, creamy, luxurious hot chocolate that's maybe even a little bit fancy? Let's see if we can. Welcome to Pop Keto, where we aim to help you live a sustainable keto and low carb lifestyle. Welcome to our kitchen. Hey, if this is your first video with us, welcome, make yourself at home. Why not have a look at some of our other videos? And if you do subscribe, we'd love you to just pop I subscribed or something similar like that, just to say hi to us. We'd love to get to know you a little better as well. And that's probably the best way we can do that for YouTube. All right, so that is the challenge today. Can we make an awesome hot chocolate using only low carb and keto friendly ingredients? All right, so obviously the first place we have to start is the creamy liquid that this is going to go in. Now, in a standard hot chocolate, that's going to be milk and maybe a little bit of cream. We're going to do something similar. I mean, if we want it creamy, we've got to start with cream, don't we? So this is half a cup of cream that we're just going to put into a little pot that we're going to be warming it all up in. This is a 2 people portion that we're making today. So that alone is not enough liquid. So we are going to add 1.5 cups of almond milk. The good thing about almond milk is it's a much lower carb than standard milk. Regular milk, 4.7 grams net carbs per 100. Almond milk, none, no carbs. Why wouldn't you go crazy on it? So that's why we're using almond milk to make up the rest of the liquid in the recipe. Now that's good, that's a good start, but we want to make sure this is really creamy. So we're going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. Now xanthan gum is a funny old thing. If you put too much in it, it'll go quite gluggy, but this is just enough to make it nice and thick and creamy as you're having it. Xanthan also prefers to go into cold liquid rather than warm. If you put it in warm liquid, it actually clumps up and tries to stay together. In a cooler liquid, it's much easier to mix around. So we're going to give that a whisk. This is a hot chocolate, so we obviously need the chocolate component, and the easiest way to do that is through cocoa powder. Now we want this to be really, really chocolatey, so we are putting in 4 tablespoons of cocoa. Now, as always, this is sugar-free cocoa. It's really important that you check your ingredients for sugars and other ingredients that are bulking up that you might not want. Now that is a lot of cocoa, so we want to make sure we've got enough sweetener to sort of counter the bitterness that comes from the cocoa. And we're using erythritol today to do that. Now I'd recommend somewhere between 2 and 4 tablespoons of erythritol. There is a lot of cocoa in there, so it's going to be a good amount of erythritol to counter that. And the good thing about erythritol is it nets out to be 0 carbs. So you can be comfortable to put that much in and not have to worry about the excess carbs. So far we've got a nice, creamy, thick, chocolatey, sweet hot chocolate, but we want to make it a little bit special. So what we add next is 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And this is just going to make that chocolate pop just a little bit, and it is going to be a really nice taste to it. So it's smelling actually really good as is, but we're going to add 1 more ingredient just to give it that little bit of extra pizzazz. And that is some cinnamon. Now it's only a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, but cinnamon is actually pretty strong in flavor, so it's going to go a long way. So with all the ingredients together, I've turned the heat on and we're just going to give it a mix while it warms through. The things we're looking for while we're mixing, we want to see the erythritol dissolve, and so you won't have that crunchiness of it. And obviously we want to see all the rest of the ingredients, especially the cocoa, mixed through. One thing you want to look out for though, you don't want to bring it to a boil. Really, the main things we're doing here is we want to see everything dissolve and we want to bring it up to a nice, warm, drinkable temperature. You could also do this in the microwave. If you put it in a microwave-proof container, put it in there for 30-second bursts, give it a stir, another 30 seconds as needed until everything's dissolved. When it was cold, you could smell the vanilla, but as it's warming through, you get the chocolate. I can now smell the cinnamon as well. It's really cool. Now that's only been a few minutes on the hot place, but that is nice and warm now. I can see everything's dissolved. It's come to a nice, smooth color brown, and we're ready to serve it up. So let's just grab a cup. So give yourself a few big scoops of this into a nice glass, and then you know what we're gonna do to top it off? We're gonna add a little bit of squirty cream. We're gonna give that a big old squirt straight into the cup. Now we've also just put just a little bit of a sprinkle of cocoa on top of the cream. That cream that we used has also got no sugar in it, so it's another good low carb option. All right, so have we managed to create the most luscious, delicious hot chocolate? Let's have a taste. That is really good. It's really rich, really creamy. It's a delight to sort of hold in your hands if on a cold day. Got a little bit of that cinnamon heat running through it. Very chocolatey, nice sweetness. Oh. So here's the thing, that's my word for it. I'd love to get your thoughts on it. Why don't you make this as well to see if it is the best hot chocolate you've had since you've been on keto. Hope this has been helpful for you or a little bit of fun. Hey, if you do try it, we'd love to hear from you. Pop something in the comments and let us know your thoughts on it. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and we will see you next week. Bye.